Dolby Atmos has become the new benchmark, especially if you are buying new home theaters or even upgrading your old home theaters. You cannot settle for anything less than Dolby Atmos today. And for that reason, I am going to share with you 5 best value for money budget speakers which are ceiling speakers and are great for Dolby Atmos additions in your home theater. Starting off with the list, the first speaker that we have is from none other than the Polk Audio. And Polk RC60i are one of the most commonly quoted Atmos ceiling speakers in any home theater quotations. So if you're looking for any budget home theater setups or even if you're looking for a mid-premium home theater setups, the Polk RC60is are one of the most go-to in ceiling speakers. And why not? I mean, for a 100 water at a price point of 80,000 rupees approximately in Indian market as a pair, the Polk RC60i is definitely a big win. The sensitivity is 89 watts and it is one of the most compact ceiling Atmos speakers which consumes a depth of under 3 inches. Now, not many people know this, but Polk RC60i has got a pivotable tweeter, which means that wherever you place the speaker, you can actually angle the tweeter towards your sitting position and you will be under the best sound coverage. The only downside of the speaker is the grill. Now, while it is paintable, it is not covering up the entire speaker and you do have a small bezel around the grill. The second speaker that we have in our list is not so popular name called Lea. Now Lea stands for Live Your Audio and the model number is the CS65. Now as the name suggests, the CS is ceiling speaker and 65 is a 6.5 inches Kevlar cone. Now Kevlar cones are extremely popular in the budget ceiling speaker segment because they offer one of the best power output. In this case also, this speaker gives 100 watts of power output and the sensitivity is at 90 decibel, which means that it is not going to draw too much of power to give you the Atmos experience. Now, while the 6.5 inches is the Kevlar cone, the tweeter is again a pivotable tweeter and the price point of this speaker is barely 8,500 per speaker, which means that for a pair of Atmos speakers, the Lea CS65 will cost you less than 17,000 rupees. The depth required for these ceiling speakers is around 4 inches. The only downside is that Lea CS65 may not be available with many sellers. So you will have to work around to get this brand, and in case you need any help sourcing it, don't forget to get in touch with our team using the link below. The third speaker in our list is from a legendary home cinema brand called Klipsch Audio. Now Klipsch has got two models, the CS16C and the CS18C. The one that we are going to pick out in this list is the CS18C. The reason for it is the 92 dB sensitivity, which is one of the highest in the list that I am sharing today. Now, higher sensitivity of speakers means better sound output without drawing too much of power from the amplifier. Now, if you want to know some more specifications that are important while identifying the best speaker, don't forget to check the link above for that video. Moving on to the Klipsch CS18C. Now, Klipsch CS18C, the MRP of each speaker in the Indian market is around 12,000 rupees. But with an 8 inches driver, this speaker can very well cater to a medium size as well as large size Atmos cinema rooms as well as living rooms. The only downside that one would identify when they look at the specs of the speaker is that it is a 40 watt speaker. But don't go by the wattage due to the high sensitivity, and as we all know, Klipsch being one of the most pioneer home cinema brand, this speaker goes to a peak power of 160 watts, which is more than enough from an Atmos speaker in a home environment. The fourth speaker that we have in our list is from JBL. Now JBL has been making some of the best home theater speakers and is one of the most popular brands that we all have grown up with. In the angled in ceiling speakers, they have recently introduced the Stage series, that is the Stage 260 CSA. The 260 stands for 2 inches tweeter with a 6 inches angled in ceiling driver, and the CSA is ceiling speakers angular. Now the benefit of an angled in ceiling speaker is that you can place it right in the middle of the room even if you are sitting all the way towards the back, because the angled speakers will be positioned or will be aiming towards your location. Now this angled in ceiling speaker is not a round grill like most of the other speakers in our list. It is actually a square profile. Now the benefit of having a square grill or a square profile is that you can actually blend it with your false ceiling design, which is most of the times either squarish or rectangular. And that is where the JBL Stage 260 CSA will definitely win in. The only downside of the speaker is that the depth required in the false ceiling is going to be higher considering the angular profile. Rest everything with regards to the power wattage, which is 100 watts, sensitivity, which is 87 dB, and the impedance, which is 8 ohms, is decent specs worth the money that you will be investing in this angled in-ceiling speaker. The fifth speaker on our list is from a brand called OSD Audio. Now, OSD Audio is a very well-known company manufacturing in-wall, in-ceiling, and on-wall speakers. Now, they specialize in that, and that is why they know how to make one of the best Atmos speakers, which can literally deliver 120 watts of power output. Now, I have not seen any other speaker in this list as well as in the budget category segment offering that kind of wattage on a continuous power output level. The sensitivity is at 87 dB and the impedance is 8 ohms, which is decent enough, but the most highlighting factor of the speaker is the angular profile. The model number is the Black R62A. The black is the ceiling speaker color, but don't go by the color of the speakers, the grill is still white paintable. The 62 is the 6 inches driver with a 2 inches tweeter, and A is the angular profile. Now this speaker in India is priced around 18,000 rupees per speaker, similar to what JBL Stage 260 CSA is priced at. The only advantage is the round profile, which helps you place the speaker anywhere between yourself and the screen, and the second advantage is the power output. Now with that, we come to an end of our today's list of some of the best value for money Atmos in-ceiling speakers that you can buy. Now, while these are some of the best additions or upgrades to your existing home theaters, in case you are building a new home theater setup and want to match tonally the same speakers with the front speakers and your surround speakers, you can do that. But if at all you want to not spend higher amount and are looking for a substitute, then these 5 speakers can be one of the go-to options for you. If you want to know which of these ceiling speakers work better for your home, or even if you have got more queries on your home theater speakers or even your home theater layout, don't forget to check our T20 consultancy service that is shared in the description as well as in the pinned comment. That's it from my end. I, Tanmay Mehta, your home cinema consultant or home theater Bhaiya, will see you again in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.